Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go to channel for electric vehicle news and updates. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more similar content like this. The introduction of electric vehicles into the mainstream of the automobile industry has spawned an entirely new business model. Tesla has figured it out already. Ford, which has deep roots in the traditional internal combustion engine business, has only recently become aware of the different dynamics of the electric vehicle market and is attempting to replicate Tesla, which has a market value of almost $1 trillion, dollars, and surpass it in the new market. Ford now wants to demolish Tesla. Will Ford be able to retire its 100-year-old legacy model? Join us as we reveal Ford's strategy for capturing the electric vehicle market. According to reliable sources within the organization, Ford Industries CEO Jim Farley wants to separate the company's two divisions, namely its electric operations and its internal combustion engine business. According to a few sources, Farley has given significant consideration to the possibility of forming a spin off company or division out of one of the firms. The thought process behind this concept is that it follows in the footsteps of Tesla and might provide them with the kind of earning multiples they require to outperform the competition. Ford is under pressure to spin off its relatively new electric vehicle business, which would help eliminate legacy costs and increase the company's value significantly. The spinoff is also critical for acquiring much more significant access to capital markets world over the trend, and previous investor behavior has demonstrated that if it had a distinct, wholly electric vehicle based on systems of operations, it would be valued higher than if it didn't. Ruby in the automotive industry is the best example of pure electric car markets. Despite the fact that they had built a relatively small number of vehicles, bought stock prices, relying on experience a huge boost following a story by Bloomberg's on the company's future prospects, 2021 saw their market worth momentarily surpass that of Ford's. When asked about the prospect of splitting off the electric car and internal combustion businesses during a February earnings call, CEO Farley didn't totally dismiss it. Two distinct ones, according to him. The electric car market is fundamentally different from the old internal combustion engine sector, and the two industries are not at all comparable. The electric car industry attracts a unique set of customers. It employs a new method of product development, as well as a separate specialized staff. He expressed his delight with the company's decision to conduct business in this manner. He also stated that Ford is not interested in working in half measures or slow, methodical, incremental adjustments. Instead, they have outlined a strategy that is based on a far more aggressive approach. However, there are major obstacles to dividing the corporation by spinning off one unit. Thus, it is not something the company is considering. According to an email Ford gave out, as a result, Farley will have to accept the separation of the two firms on an internal level, dividing two distinct businesses into their own units in order to eliminate any possibility of overlap. According to insiders within the organization who desire to remain anonymous, the primary hurdle will undoubtedly be the legacy family's resistance to the idea of spinning off a division. The Fords, who control the corporation through a special class of stock, will not appreciate the prospect of losing their clout in the industry that their forefather created. Bill Fords leads the founding family with 3 seats on the board of governors. In the above-mentioned communication, the executive chair board is further explained by stating they are particularly focused on the Ford Plus plan, which is in place to give the corporation a whole new appearance. As a result, it is a huge success in this very near future of electric automobiles. They are not, however, willing to separate the battery electric car or the century-old internal combustion engine businesses. According to 2 persons familiar with the events of December, the 2021 board was meeting with financial experts to discuss ways and possibilities for the company's electric car division. According to sources, one of the main topics they discussed was raising private funding for the project. A major overhaul was also in the cards. According to colleagues who have been working with him on this for long, Barclay's business vision has evolved over time owing to necessity or better ideas coming to him. This concept began with the consideration of a modest spin-off, which would eventually become a total segregation, with the final goal of increasing the value of Ford's electric vehicle operation. Now it's down to an internal partition of operations into 2. After the division's entire disintegration hit hurdles, even an internal split isn't without its issues. Since certain Ford engineers and manufacturers are working on both the electric vehicle and the classic internal combustion engine at the same time at the same location. The issue here is how to divide such cases between the two groups. Barely. Should internal division be prioritized as a strategy? The showrunners at the top will have to make some difficult decisions in order to move forward. Ford's future prospects are bright, as the company has already committed $30 billion to its electric vehicle operations through 2025. According to reliable sources, an additional $10 billion to $20 billion will be spent by 2030 to convert facilities that currently make internal combustion engine vehicles to start producing electric vehicle models. Farley has nearly increased and nearly doubled the production output of their distinctive electric Mustang nameplate. The other electric pickup vehicle is the Ford F-150 Lightning, which is expected to hit the road in the first part of this year, 2022. For the next 2 years, the business intends to produce approximately 600,000 electric vehicles. By 2030, the company expects to generate at least half of its sales income from electric vehicles. Tesla's future depends on either a complete spin-off or a split within the company. And the electric car market is because it now lacks the kind of funding that Tesla and other large EV manufacturers have, which are really seen as much more favorable investments by banks and private investors if they can develop a solely electric vehicle oriented infrastructure. This could be the key to gaining access to considerably cheaper finance while also allowing investors to value Ford's electric vehicle company. Doug Field, who was previously the chief of Apple Corporation's automobile initiatives, was hired by Bally in September of 20. Bally will work closely with Field, who formerly served as Tesla's chief engineer and will play a key position in any new organization as the advanced technology head. Farley faces a difficult task in convincing not just the Ford family, but also the vehicle dealers and the employees' union that they will not be left behind in the company's future. Ford, according to market research, needs to retire their older model. They genuinely want to bring Tesla down, and one of the first measures would be to match Tesla's profit margins. According to Farley's figures, the margins are more than $10,000 per car. According to analysts, they sell because of the high cost of producing electric vehicles to offset this expense. Ford will be able to take down Tesla and monopolize the electric vehicle market if it has a more direct sales approach, similar to the one observed at Tesla and Exposed, that eliminates dealers as a middleman and gives them a portion of the money. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest uploads. And lastly, leave a like as it will really help our channel out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.